There's an old joke. An actor auditions for Shakespeare, gets the role of the nurse in Romeo and Juliet. Goes out to the pub to celebrate. Everybody, drinks are on me, I'm in this new play, Romeo and Juliet. Somebody says, Romeo and Juliet, huh? What's it about? And the actor says, it's about this nurse. That joke is the secret to building great characters. Here's the thing about characters. They don't know they're characters. They don't know that their only reason to exist is to give the hero somebody to talk to or to be an obstacle in someone else's objective. They think they are whole human beings. Every character thinks everything is happening in their story. So that gives you a really simple, brilliant way to write better characters. Go through the script, looking at it just through each character's eyes. Think of it like this. Every character is living their own life, but we're only seeing a few slices of it. So you have to make sure that those slices come together to make a line. Okay, this is the main storyline. That's the arc of the main character. It's not really an arc because in a story there's a lot of moves and twists and turns. It's really more of a track. But arc is the word people use to imply direction and velocity. So let's go with that. Let's say this supporting character shows up at 3 moments that serve the main character's story. If you just think of those pieces as separate beats, whatever's fun or useful in that moment, somewhere inside we feel this isn't a person, this is a plot device. But if we give them their own story, not only does it make the main story feel more real, but we kind of start caring about this other person. So how do you do that? When you create a character, the first thing, the main thing that you think about is, what is their use to the main story? What is their relationship to the central character? We need someone to sell the main character a gun or listen to their troubles. Okay, but once you've got that, ask yourself, what does this character want? You give most characters 1, maybe 2 strong defining characteristics. They're rude, they're romantic, they're scared, they're scary. Whatever it is, find a way to express it as something they want. Even if a character only has 1 scene, they come into it with something they want out of that moment. A great way to figure this out is to make an outline just for this character. An outline is just a list of scenes, and I urge you to make one. The way you do this is you make a copy of your main outline, and then you just cut out every scene that this character's not in. And poof, magic, you have their outline. It might be half the script, it might only be 1 or 2 scenes. Now, look at this list of the scenes they're in. You already have given them a bunch of things to do based on the needs of the main plot. So now ask yourself, what do these actions tell you about this person? What kind of person would do those things, and why? What do they think each scene is about? What are they trying to get from it? Make sure that there's some kind of change for them from scene to scene, even if they're just getting more and more of whatever they are. And if you don't want to give a secondary character a story, give them a series of small revelations. Let us know who a character is in steps. Like, you have a character who only has 3 scenes. In the first one, they seem kinda sweet and harmless. In the second one, not so sweet. And in the third scene, not so harmless. They've only got 3 scenes, but they're interesting. Try to give supporting characters a moment. Some useful action or emotional outburst. Just one. There's always something you can give them. Have them be unexpectedly helpful, or brave, or terribly disappointing. It makes a huge difference when you give them a moment. Find their feeling. What emotion are they bringing into the story? And then get creative. Character is not where you should play it safe or fit the formula. It's where you follow your instincts and your impulses and your feelings, because life is like that. It's unpredictable. It's made up of a billion personal experiences. Whatever it is that you bring to your characters is what makes the characters feel alive to the audience. Isn't this just a character biography? I am not a fan of the detailed character biography. The danger with those is that you start to feel like the character is really deep and rich because of all the stuff you've invented for them outside of the story. The problem is sometimes then you don't bother to make them actually deep and rich in the story. By making a character outline, you're only allowing yourself to work with materials that will actually be used. You have to get what's cool and juicy into scenes, into actions that happen in the story. Outline form also helps you keep things proportional. Don't waste a lot of time creating an elaborate backstory for a two-scene character. Make them interesting in the two scenes. Extra bonus points? Actors and directors will love you for this. Because if you don't think through every single character and give them an objective and an obstacle and some texture, the actors and directors have to do it for you. They ask them. They know when you've done it. They love scripts that do this. This simple trick seems too simple, but it's incredibly powerful. The reader doesn't even know why, but they feel more engaged when you take a minute to give each character their own life. All right, that's enough for now. Go write something. Leave me comments, leave me questions, like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you want to work with me, go to writingforscreens.com. That's about it. Here endeth the lesson. Until next time. What's it about? And the nurse said, fuck me. That's about, oh, it's not about it. That is not. One more time. Go to, yeah. Yeah, it's gotta be enough.